Tav X, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. I hope all is well with you guys and gals out there. You know how it is. We always got to give it a few minutes to see if any brews gonna make it up in here, because YouTube does not like to send out the notifications. They really don't like it when they see us all come together. It makes them afraid. So that's why we always got to give it a few minutes, y'all. I don't just be stalling just for the sake of stalling. I actually wish I could just hit live and then immediately start reading, right? But I know it doesn't work like that. So that's why I be giving it a couple of minutes. And I hope all of you out there are doing wonderful. Wherever you are, wherever you may find yourself. Me, I find myself knee-deep in captivity, working long days, early mornings, late nights. Today is no exception. Okay? A brother tired than 10 men. I'm more tired than 10 men right now. But I got to do what needs to be done. So while I'm doing that, Hebrews, I want you to hit the like button on your way in the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I want you to keep your eyes on this playlist, okay? Every single Bible reading that we do in this YAHAWAH Bible is going to go into this playlist, just in case anybody ever comes in here at a later date, or in case you're in here right now. But sometimes people are busy and you don't catch it when we go live and you don't know exactly what we was doing. We are going to read the whole Old Testament, y'all, and we're going to give every single chapter is going to have its own video. I'm going to break it down like that. I want it to be nice and searchable. That way, it doesn't matter who you are, where you are. At some point, once I get enough videos recorded and live streams and all that, this playlist will grow. It's going to grow so much to, at some point, most high willing, the whole Old Testament is going to be in this playlist. And like I said, every single book and chapter is going to have its own video. Like if it's 20 chapters in a particular book, that's 20 videos right there. So that way, at any given time, you'll be able to say, hey, I want to go listen to Deuteronomy, the 15th chapter. You will be able to come to this YAHAWAH Bible playlist. You'll be able to come in there and you'll be able to see it in chronological order. You'll be able to find the book of Deuteronomy easy. You know, that's going to be toward the beginning. And because this playlist is going to get quite lengthy at some point, you guys. Every time I upload a video from the YAHAWAH Bible, it's going in there. That way you'll be able to just find exactly what you want. And I'm telling you, reading out of this YAHAWAH Bible, you guys are going to see how groundbreaking this is. And we are going to take however long it takes. I'm not rushing through no chapters. I'm going to take my time. There's a lot of annotations on the side in this Bible. And we're going to stop and we're going to read every single one. So if it takes 30 days to get through one chapter, so be it. This is groundbreaking right now. Hey, look, y'all, I'm so tired. Forgive me if I stumble and bumble over some of my words, y'all, because I'm drop dead tired. I kid you not. So bear with me if I make any so-called clerical errors. Hit that like button on your way in the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not. We're going to give it a few more minutes and we're going to get started. Like at the 10, 11-minute mark. Hit the like button, Hebrew, and get prepared to have the Bible revealed to you in a way that you have not before. I guarantee you there's no way you can view things the same after we read what we're going to read. If you've already watched the other videos, you already know if you've read Genesis chapter 1. Then wait till we read this Genesis chapter 2, because that's what it is, Hebrew. Hit the like button. Y'all see all these annotations on the side? Y'all see these annotations like right here. We stopping and we're going to pull up at every single annotation no matter how long it takes. So that's why every single video, every single chapter has its own video. That's how we're going to do moving forward, because this is a lot of reading. It's going to be a lot of reading. But guess what? We're going to do whatever got to be done. Tired or not, hungry or not. Hit that like button on your way in the door, Hebrew. We got Hazel Woods in his house. What's going on, Hazel Woods? Hazel Woods says, happy Friday, Hebrews. Todd X, Mr. Real Talk. Love to the 12 tribes. Be at peace, family. All praises to the Most High. Alone. That's right, Hazel Woods. Let them know what time it is. All praises to the Most High and Him alone. No sidekick. No Bahashim Yahawah. None of that blood drinking, body eating, DNA hosting, seance having activity. We don't subscribe to that foolishness around here. We call that foolishness because it is foolishness, family. Good to see you up in here, Hazel Woods, as always. Hit the like button, Hebrews, as you come through the door. We got Brother J.R. Meadows on the set. Brother J.R. Meadows, and he goes, hello, my Hebrew FBA family, a.k.a. the Most High People, a.k.a. the real Jews. Shout out to all the Jews out there. Shout out to all the FBA out there. What a time to be alive, family. What a time to be alive. Hit that like button on your way in the door, Hebrew. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Yeah. That's right. Getting ready to get started. Indeed we are. But we just had to wait because, like I said, YouTube doesn't send out notifications. Trust me, fam. We got way more family members who would be here. But since YouTube is playing funny business, we got a lot of family that's not able to make this live stream because YouTube is playing funny business. But hey, at this point, it's to be expected, y'all. They're scared. They're terrified. Because believe it or not, what we doing right now, we are building. There's nothing more important than what we doing right here, right now, y'all. Look, that's the only reason, y'all, why I am not passed out in bed somewhere. That's the only reason why I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten since like, I don't know, what, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? And I'm telling you, I'm a big guy. I'm not a little guy. I eat a lot. It ain't too many things that's going to keep me from eating. Okay? And as tired as I am, I'm telling you, I can't think of anything else that would keep me from diving in bed. You guys, I kid you not. If I had my way, I would be diving in bed. I would have ate a long time ago, diving in bed. I would have been asleep hours ago. That's how tired your brother is. But you know what's keeping me up right now? I know that the most important thing that I could be engaging in, the most important thing that any of you could be engaging in is what we doing right now. Because believe it or not, at some point, we don't know when the Most High is going to crack through the atmosphere and tread on this earth. We don't know when that's going to be. But we do know we're not going to have the same worries that we got now. Right? When that moment happens, being hungry and being tired, that's going to be an afterthought. But in this world right now that we in, we knee deep in captivity. And it's literally chewing us up. We spend so much time being a slave. That's the only thing that can keep a nigga like me from eating all day and sleeping. You think I wouldn't be asleep right now? You think I wouldn't have already got my grub on right now? But see, right now, if I can go without food and go without sleep while I'm being a good little slave, of course, I can do the work for the Most High God, for my Father and yours. This is very important right now. At any given second, any given day, the bottom is getting ready to fall out. And I think a lot of you guys out there, you know that, just like I know that, okay? You guys are very intelligent out there. We got J.R. Meadows in the building, and he goes, specialty for Commanders fans, I'm going with y'all. That's right. That's right, brother J.R. Meadows. Roll with the Commanders, brother. And we are going to get busy on Sunday. Oh, yeah. You know what? That's the one day I'm definitely going to relax. I was going to say I ain't doing nothing on Sunday. You know what? But that's a lie. Because if I can be a good little slave all throughout the week, I've got to come out on Sunday and I got to get my exercise in. I got to get my blood flowing. Even though I'm going to be drop dead tired, it's something about getting blood flow. I don't know what it is. It does something to me. And then it do something to you guys and gals out there too, if you do it. We got brother J.R. Meadows in the building, and he says, I did call San Francisco 49ers versus the Commanders in the NFC Championship game. Wow, was close. I remember you saying that, J.R. Meadows. I do. I sure do, broski. And now, here we are. Just in case anybody's popping up in here, I don't know, because not everybody's going to see this with us on the live. Some people going to watch on the playback. So for anybody watching on the playback, I'm sure I will probably go in and put it in the comment section. Or maybe when this video uploads, somebody else to put it in the comment section. If not, I'll do it. At the 17-minute mark is where we actually going to get started reading. And we're going to read Genesis chapter 2, y'all. And y'all saw all the little sidebars and annotations we got. Look, it's not like that in every chapter. Look, right here. See where my finger is at right here? These are the verses right here, right? Look at this. These are the verses. But over here on the side is the annotations. And over here on the other side, you see, look at this. Hold up. I don't know if you can see that. Look at all those annotations. It's a whole lot of them. So some chapters have a little annotations. Some of them have a lot. But in order for us to get the proper understanding, see, this is like a steak dinner. This is like a very high-priced steak dinner. And we are going to pull all of the meat off this bone. It's so tender, y'all. The Most High God has been saving this for us, you guys. And now we got it. And we're going to go through it. J.R. Meadows says, my team in NFC West, I definitely want to see the NFC win it all. Hey, brother J.R. Meadows, I feel you on that. And I know a lot of football fans can feel this. Well, I know I can, and I'm sure we ain't the only ones. Because the Commanders, or the Skins as they are to me, we in the NFC. So I'm an NFC guy for the most part. I want the NFC to win, even if it's not my team, unless it's Dallas Cowboys. I do not. I'm a Washington Redskin fan. So, of course, I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. I can't stand them. Dallas Cowboys. even though I'm a black cowboy myself. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother ball game. Because I'm a cowboy. Don't get me started. Don't get me started up in here. Up in here, up in here. But we are getting ready to pull all the meat off of this bone. Okay? For real. Check this out. I told you. Some chapters have heavy annotations on the side. Some of them have fewer ones. It don't matter. When we get to the ones that got a whole lot of them, we're going to read, because there's a big difference. What I'm finding out, y'all, there's a big difference between what's actually being said in the scriptures and what we think is being said. There's a very big difference between what we believe a word means and exactly what that word means. I'm telling you, just reading the first 3 chapters in the YAHAWAH Bible and reading all the annotations, it literally rocked my world. Okay? And somebody else out there is going to have their world rocked. Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Read, and it reads. There are 25 verses in Genesis chapter 2 in the YAHAWAH Bible. Also, you guys, where's it at? Where's it at? Right here. I highlighted it in the chat. Keep your eyes on this playlist, okay? Because every single time I do a reading out of one of these chapters in the Old Testament, we're going to read it out of the YAHAWAH Bible, and I'm going to put it in the playlist. That way, you will always be able to come back at any later date. You might just want to say, hey, I feel like listening to Genesis chapter 20. I feel like listening to Ezekiel chapter 8. And see, some of these Bible readings are not going to be lives. I'm doing it right now on live because you're getting familiar with it, get us caught up to speed so we can chop it up. Sometimes there'll be live readings. Other times, I'm sure I probably will just record a video of me reading. You know what I mean? So it won't be a live. It'll just be an upload, but it'll be Exodus chapter 10, upload. Exodus chapter 11, upload. You know what I'm saying? So get ready. Get ready for it, Hebrew. I'm telling you, this is going to change the way that you view the scriptures, y'all. You guys know there's lots and lots and lots of different interpretations of the scriptures out there. Lots of versions, like the King James version, the New King James, the this, the that and the third. Amplified version, this, that, and the third. You guys know what I mean. The YAHAWAH Bible, this Bible right here, this is one of them ones right here. This might be one of the ones of one of the ones. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay? They did not want us to find this, y'all. They did not want us to find it. But you know who wanted us to find it? The Most High God did. And trust me, the more and more of our people start getting this book, watch they start jacking this price up. Okay? And I know that this thing is of the Most High God. My granddad, rest his soul, he gave me this book. I don't even know how long ago it was, y'all. It was years ago. And it was just buried away. I was never reading it until about 8-9 months ago. We started reading it with some regularity. I peeked at it before, glanced at it, marveled at it, but then it just went into hiding until probably like on a regular basis to like 9-10 months ago. Okay? And we started reading it on this channel, but now we're really about to start reading this book a lot. Okay? And I can't wait for this thing to reveal itself. But enough of me running my big black mouth. You guys want to see what I'm talking about. You guys want to see what the heck I'm talking about. So I'm getting ready to read. We got J.R. Meadows. J.R. Meadows says, my team is NFC West. I definitely want to see the NFC win it all. Oh, yeah, my bad. I already read that. My bad, brother. Getting ready to read. And the reading, and it goes, officially starts at the 24-minute mark. And that'll help anybody else who, some people don't want to do the family little shoot the breeze, chop it up, hang around to see if anybody gets to show up. And I get it. We all are tight for time. I'm tight for time as well. But since the live stream is actually going on under my control, I can't just pop right in and start going. I gotta wait until some of the family members show up. And right now it's saying we got 2 family members in here. I don't know how true that is because YouTube is known for lying. But whoever's in here, I know we got Hazel Woods and J.R. Meadows. So now we're going to read. We probably got more than them in here, but YouTube likes to lie. So here we go. Genesis chapter 2, Bible reading out of the YAHAWAH Bible. And it reads, oh my gosh, check this out. Right off the bat, we got annotations. Look at this. Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. And it says, thus the heavens and the earth. Look, side note, this is why you have to, well, you don't have to, but it would be good if you watch all of the videos that I'm going to put in this playlist, because we're going to go through the whole Old Testament chapter by chapter together. You see that? Y'all, we graduating right now, y'all. On this channel, within the last year or so, we've had at least 2 graduations. What we are coming into right now, this is another graduation. Just the fact that you're going to see real quick. If you've already watched the first video, Genesis chapter 1, you see what groundbreaking information that was. Watch this. Right off the bat, we got annotations. Listen good, Hebrew. This is groundbreaking information that not most people on planet Earth, you heard that, right? Sound confirmation. If you haven't seen my video about sound confirmation, go watch that. Chapter 2, thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. Now check this out. At the place where it says were finished, right in front of the word were, it has the letter A in a lowercase letter. I come over to the side to the annotations. It says A, lowercase a, and it says this was 1,450 years before Moshe. Do you guys see what kind of trip you are in for, Hebrew? I'm going to read that again. You are not going to find that in your modern day King James Bible. You're not going to find it in the New King James Bible. You're not going to find that in the Amplified Bible. I don't even know if you guys just caught that. Listen to this. Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. Right in front of the word were, it has a lowercase a. Go over to the annotations, lowercase a, and it says this was 1,450 years before Moshe. Do you guys see what I just read? Now, maybe you don't know, okay? And maybe I'll have to make another whole video where I'll go back and you know what? We're going to read the whole entire preface to the YAHAWAH Bible. And you know what? It's kind of lengthy, but so what? It needs to be read. You guys need to understand exactly what this is that you're listening to right now. This is groundbreaking information. How does the people who translated this Bible and restored Yahweh's name back into the scriptures after his name was purposely scribbled out and erased, that ain't all they erased. They erased tons of information. How in the world did the people who translated this Bible know that this was 1,450 years before Moshe. This is very precise. How do they know that? Huh? What else do they know? We're going to find out everything that they know because we're going to read every single sidebar and every single annotation. You are not supposed to know this. I'm not supposed to know this. This is only the second chapter, you guys. What else are we going to find out? All these so-called people, scholars and all that, been saying 2,000 years, 4,000 years, 6,000 years. The YAHAWAH Bible says, Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. And on the seventh day, I'm sorry, that's the second verse. Right at the end of the verse 1 where it says, were finished, in front of the word were, it has a little lowercase a. And I read lowercase a. It says this was 1,450 years before Moshe. I don't know if you know how ground. Look, I'm so stumped I can't even get the words out. Do you understand what this is saying, Hebrew? I don't think you guys know. And you know what? At some point, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to make a whole video. And that video is just going to be dedicated to the preface of this Bible. You know, the front part where you know where this Bible came from, who translated this Bible, where did it come from, and exactly what it is that I got my hands on that you got your hands on. Because I'm your brother. Since I got my hands on it, you got your hands on it. I'm reading it to you. For those of you, I know there's somebody out there who is not going to be able to find this or either not going to be able to afford this, whatever. Doesn't matter. If I got it, you got it. That's why I'm on here reading it to you. This is groundbreaking information. Very precise as well. What other details and truth nuggets are we going to find in this YAHAWAH Bible? And I told you, some of these chapters have more annotations than others. And whenever they have a lot of annotations, we're going to do a lot of stopping, pulling up, and reading it. That's how we just found out. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. This was 1,450 years before Moshe. This is in the Bible, y'all. You know what? A lot of the older Bibles, they had tons of annotations in them. But guess what? The Blood Drinking Society of America and abroad decided to take it out because they wanted to lead you astray. Oh, yeah. If you go back and watch the very first video in this playlist called Groundbreaking Information in this Genesis chapter 1, I read a little bit of the preface of this Bible. It also states that Satan is a her. Yeah. Not my words. That's what's in the preface to this YAHAWAH Bible. Now, you can say it's not true all you want, but I know you ain't never read nothing like this, and we are going to bring it out, Ak. Okay? Verse 2. And on the seventh day, YAHAWAH ended his work, which he had done. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work, which he had done. Then YAHAWAH blessed the seventh day and set it apart to be holy, because in it he rested from all the work which YAHAWAH had created and made. This is the genealogical history of the heavens and the earth when they were created in the day that YAHAWAH made the earth and the heavens. Before any plant of the field was in the earth, and before any herb of the field had grown, for YAHAWAH had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to work the ground. But a mist went up from the earth and watered the face of the ground. And YAHAWAH formed the man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. YAHAWAH planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground Yahweh made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight and desirable for food. And then we get right here and we have our next annotation. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of the righteousness and evil was in the midst also. Okay, you see this, right? Look, in this verse 9, we have two annotations. We have the letter B and we have the letter C. We're going to read them both. Verse 9 again, it says, and out of the ground Yahweh made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight and desirable for food. And then it says the tree. Right before the tree, it says letter B. Right before the tree of life. Let's go read the letter B. It says perfect righteousness. Now look at this. We know that this part right here in the annotations is an add-on. Listen to what it says. Yeshua, Messiah, says in Matthew 5:48 to become perfect as Yahawah is perfect. This is true love. Now look, you got to know how to dodge the hijack. We know that what? The heathens have grabbed all of our possessions, including our Bible. Okay? So they added things in there that shouldn't be in. But when you serve in Yahweh and him only, and you go and try to do your best to keep his laws, Yahweh reveals these things to you and you can see it easy. Look at this. The annotation B says perfect righteousness. Out of the ground Yahweh made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight and desirable for food. And right where it says the tree of life, right before that it says B. So no, this is the tree of life. Perfect righteousness. It says, Yeshua Messiah says in Matthew 5:48 to become perfect as Yahweh is perfect. Yahweh is perfect. And in the midst of the garden, the tree of life, which is what? Perfect righteousness. Telling you that what? In the midst of the garden, there was perfect righteousness. That's what the tree of life was. Perfect righteousness in the midst of the garden. And the second annotation in verse 9, right before in verse 9, it says, tree of the knowledge of righteousness and evil. Right before that, it says C. Letter C says, listen to this. Letter C says, a mixture of righteousness and evil. This is Babylon, which means confusion. A mix, gate of God. E1, words number 894 and 1101. Hebrew Dictionary, Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, and a Hebrew English Lexicon of the Old Testament by Brown, Driver, and Briggs, page 93. See also footnote number 2 on Isaiah 13:1, talking about Babylon. A mix, a mixture of righteousness and evil. That's what the tree of knowledge of righteousness and evil was, also in the middle of the garden. Okay? Verse 10. Now a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became 4 riverheads. The name of the first is Pishon. It is the one which encompasses the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. And the gold of that land is of high quality. Pearls and the onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the one which encompasses the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is Tigris. It is the one which goes toward the east of Assyria. The fourth river is the Euphrates. Then Yahweh took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work and to care for it. Okay, Next verse coming up, we have another annotation. Verse 16 says, and Yahawah commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden you may freely eat. Now, in this verse 16, where it says, and Yahawah commanded the man, right in front of the word commanded, it has the letter D. The letter D says, Yahawah gave 613 commands and laws to mankind, showing them that they must become perfect. Hold up. Hold up. You guys don't see that. This is not in your King James Bible. This is not in your New King James Bible. This is not in the Amplified Bible. This is not in any other version that I'm aware of. What did this say? And so you telling me in Genesis chapter 2, verse 16, and it says, and Yahawah commanded the man. Right in front of the word commanded in Genesis chapter 2, there's an annotation that says letter D. And letter D says, what did this say? Yahawah gave 613 commandments and laws to mankind, showing them that they must become perfect. You telling me that all the way back in Genesis, when it says, and Yahawah commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, that is saying that he gave him 613 laws? Do you see why I say that this playlist is groundbreaking? Do you guys see why I say this right here? This is the most important mission that I've ever embarked on in my life. If you are having the privilege of having this read to you right now, whether you are a Hebrew, whether you are a Gentile, you need to consider yourself blessed by the Most High God. This understanding that we are getting out of this is heavy bag work. This is top shelf spiritual food that you're getting right now, and you're getting it for free. You better hit that like button, Hebrew. If you don't hit the like button, something is wrong with your spirit, Hebrew. You will never get this kind of deep sea diving with the annotations on the side, and we ain't going to rush through it neither. We're going to take our time, and we're going to pull it all out. This is more than a miracle. This is more than phenomenal. Verse 17. Can you imagine? Look what we've uncovered so far. This is only the second chapter. Oh my God. Verse 17. But of the tree of the knowledge of righteousness and evil, you must not eat. And in front of the word eat, it has the letter E. For in that day that you eat of it, you shall surely die. Now look, when it says for in that day, in front of the word day, it has the letter F. So we got two annotations in verse 17. Y'all see why I say every single chapter got to have its own video. And this chapter right here has 25 verses. You see how long it's taking us to get through it, right? But this is life-changing information. This is going to help us. Some of the ways that this thing is going to help me, help you, help all of us, we don't even realize it yet. That's how groundbreaking this is right now, Hebrew. In verse 17, two annotations. It says, but of the tree of the knowledge of righteousness and evil, you must not eat. In front of the word eat, we have the letter E. You're going to find the letter E, and it says eat. Word number 398, Hebrew Dictionary, Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, meaning at all, burn up, consume, devour. Do you see that? You're not to go near it, don't deal with it, don't touch it, don't eat it, don't intake it at all. And then in front of the word day, where it says, for in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die. In front of the word day, we have the letter F. F says day, word number 3117. Hebrew Dictionary Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, meaning day, but also end age, life full, whole age, full years. See Psalms 84 and 10. You see that? So the word day doesn't just mean day, it also means, but also end age. The end age of you living forever like you were supposed to. Because Adam didn't die that day, but the scripture said in that day you should surely die. Not that literal day, in that age. You see that? Do you guys see how this YAHAWAH Bible is breaking this thing down using the Hebrew Dictionary Strong's Exhaustive Concordance and other methods? Is there anybody out there who sees how revolutionary that this reading is we're doing right now? Is there anybody on this live stream? Is there anybody on the playback watching who understands how big this is? Is there anybody out there thus far on the live stream or on the playback? Have you been edified so far? This is only the beginning. You better hit that like button. You need to share this video. This is a very small group of people around the planet Earth who are going to be privy to what we're being privy to right now. All praises to the Most High. Verse 18, and Yahweh said, it is not satisfactory that man should be alone. I will make him a helper suitable for him. Verse 19, out of the ground Yahweh formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air, and brought them to Adam to see what he would name them. And whatever Adam named each living creature, that was his name. Right where it says living creature, in front of the word living, it says letter G. Letter G says living, word 2416. Hebrew Dictionary Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, meaning fresh, alive, raw flesh. Do you see that? That's what you were. You were raw flesh. You were alive. You were living. Okay? Verse 20. So Adam gave names to all cattle, to the birds of the air, to every beast of the field. But for Adam, there was not found a helper suitable for him. Verse 22. And Yahweh caused a deep sleep to fall on Adam, and he slept. And he took flesh and bone from man's side and closed up the flesh in its place. Then the flesh and bone which Yahweh had taken from man, he made into a woman, and he brought her to the man. And Adam said, this is now bone from my bones and flesh from my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Right at the top of this verse where it says, this is now bone from my bones, where it says, this is now bone, right in front of the word bone is the letter H. Let's read the letter H. And the H says, that is, we are one. So when Adam says, this is bone from our bones, he means that we are one. Verse 24, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, and he shall be united to his wife. Wives with an S, in his own house, and they will therefore be as one family. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Here it is in plain sight. No more wondering. Even though you can already pretty much read the Old Testament, and you can put the pieces to the puzzle together even without the YAHAWAH Bible, that it is okay for a Hebrew man, if he chooses to, have more than one wife. but you had to put it together and piece it together in the other versions. Now, here it is, plain, openly, easily understood. This is how the scriptures are supposed to read, with Yahweh's name in it, all these annotations and things, just like what I just read. I'm going to read this again. Listen. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and he shall be united to his wife. And right besides that, it says wives with an S, in his own house, and they will therefore be as one family. Can you guys handle that? Can you handle that, Hebrew? And also in this same verse where it says, and he shall be united, in front of the word united, we have the letter I. I says that is be in unity, or bring his wife into unity with Yahawah. And it says Ephesians 5:25 through 26. We're not going to read that, but you guys get it. Look at verse 25, and this is the last verse. And they were both naked, and the man and his wife, and they felt no shame. That is chapter 2 in Genesis chapter 2. That's the end of chapter 2. Coming out of the YAHAWAH Bible. And this will also be added to the playlist. You guys come back and go over these as many times as you need to until it sinks in. Have you not gotten a different understanding from just reading what we read today? I'm talking to somebody out there. If you think that you have been wowed so far in hearing what we just read, that's only 2 chapters. Wait until we read chapter 3. I'm telling you, chapter 3 is going to blow your mind, Hebrew. It blew my mind. And that's as far as I've read so far in the YAHAWAH Bible, up to chapter 3. After chapter 3, we all going to be reading it together. I'm telling you, you guys, all praises to the Most High God for letting us get our hands on this. You guys, this is about to change. This is about to change. Hazelwood says, I see 4. See 4 people up in here watching on this live stream, Hazelwoods? That's right. According to YouTube, we got 4 people up in here on this live stream. You know what? I'm sure that all of you have gotten something out of this reading, because these are not my words. These are the words of the mighty one, Yahawah. And you know what? Because this book, you guys, believe it or not, we graduating right now. This is the graduation, y'all. And you know what? This is almost like some kind of like superhero movie. If this was a superhero movie, this would be superhero origins. All of us are getting ready to be turned into superheroes, and it's starting with this right here. This is the beginning. This is the beginning, y'all. This is the beginning of our superhero origin. And you see this? Look at this. Hazelwood says, I see 4 people in here. Shout out to Sister Pamela Rossi. Pamela Rossi says, I see 7 people online. Y'all see that? Now look, now I see 5 people in here. You know what that means? 4, 5, 7. That means that YouTube is at its old tricks again. That's what that means. First I saw 4. Pamela says she saw 5. And then I'm sorry. Hazelwood saw 4. I saw 5. Pamela Rossi saw 7. And you know what? I'm just going to try to humor myself right now. 4, 5, 7. Just let me see. Just let me see, y'all. I don't know. I'm about to peek at this scripture, taking the number 457, right? Because Hazelwood says she saw 4, I saw 5, Pamela Rossi saw 7. Letting me know that what? YouTube is a bunch of demons. They're playing with the numbers. But let's just try this number 457, see what we come up with. The book of Psalms, chapter 45, verse 7. You too have loved righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore, Yahawah, your Father, has anointed you with the oil of gladness over your fellow men, other men and kings. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Did y'all just see that? I took the numbers 4, 5, 7, and I went to the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 45, verse 7. You too have loved righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore, Yahawah, your Father, has anointed you with the oil of gladness over your fellow men, other men and kings. Wow. And look, the annotation on the side says G4. Right in front of where it says anointed, G4 says, has established your kingdom, which is the peace and joy of the house of Yahawah. Can't make this crap up, y'all. Hazelwood says that don't even seem that long ago. Yeah, you right, Hazelwoods. Wow. Do y'all see that 4, 5, 7? Went into the scriptures and saw what we found. You know what? Just let me check one more place. I'm going to try 4, 5, 7 in the book of Isaiah. And then I'm going to let y'all go, y'all. Because believe it or not, I got to hurry up and get me something to eat, y'all, and pass out for a little bit. And I got to be right back on the slave ship, y'all. The brother can't get no time to rest. Isaiah 45 and 7. And it reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create destruction. I, Yahawah, do all these things. Won't he do it? Ain't he creating destruction right now? You guys haven't seen nothing yet. Hazelwood says, do think that changed the years in the Bible in the first books? Yeah, they definitely tampered with these books. They definitely took out and they misinterpreted words. Some words they just didn't interpret at all. They just deleted words altogether. Mistranslated things on purpose. They did all kind of stuff, y'all. Jeremiah 8 and 8. Jeremiah knew that they was going to do that. They was doing it back then. J.I. Meadows says 100 strength emoji. You guys, I hope and pray to the Most High God that somebody was edified by this video on the live stream. I hope that somebody will be edified in this video when you watch on the playback. And I definitely hope people take time and understand what kind of book that this is right here. This is not like any other Bible out there, y'all. And soon I'm gonna have to make a video. I know it's probably gonna be long. I'm just gonna have to read the whole entire preface so you can actually know exactly what this is. Yeah, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that coming soon, y'all. We're gonna read the preface to the YAHAWAH Bible. It's gonna blow your mind. It's unbelievable what we got our hands on. And like I said, if I got it, you got it. I'm gonna read it to you. I just hope and pray that people actually take time to watch these videos. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a game changer. It's already a game changer. We read in Genesis chapter 2, you can have wives with an S. Now, you don't have to have multiple wives, but did you hear that? Did you hear that horn out there just honk when I said that? That's called sound confirmation. I can't make none of this stuff up, y'all. You don't have to have more than one wife. But if a Hebrew man says, hey, I want more than one wife, you can definitely do it. And we just read it in the Torah. You ain't even have to put the pieces together. It literally says it right there. Wife, and then right next to it, it says wives with an S. They don't want you guys to know none of this stuff that we read. You think that chapter 2 blew your mind? Wait until we read chapter 3. Somebody might pass out there when we read chapter 3. Coming soon, Hebrew. This might be one of the most important, like I said, we graduated in the last year or so on this channel. We didn't had like 2 graduations. I'm thinking this is our 3rd graduation, y'all. And it's only getting started. We only read 2 chapters and already knowledge is springing forth in a crazy way. Groundbreaking information. Nobody can stop this neither. This is YAHAWAH doing this. I'm just thankful that he's allowed me to be a part of it. Get ready to sign off, Hebrew. Go get me something to eat and try to get some rest. Because when many of you guys and gals will be counting sheep early in the morning, I'm going to be knee deep, getting my back beat open spiritually in the cotton fields somewhere. And most high willing, we'll be going live tomorrow, but it's going to be like tomorrow evening, probably like 7 o'clock, somewhere between 7 and 7:30. We're going to go live tomorrow evening, most high willing. So whether you get a notification or not, because YouTube like to play funny, just come over here, 7:30 at the latest. We will be going live between 7 and 7:30. So if you come over here at 7 o'clock and we not on, check back at 7:30 and we will be in the pocket. Tavex, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And shout out to J.R. Meadows, shout out to Hazel Woods, shout out to Pamela Rossi, and shout out to every other person that's on this live stream and everybody that's going to watch on the playback. Peace, fam. I'm out.